We are here at the White House, my people. Tony Katz, so great to be with you here because of Garage Doors of Indianapolis. DoorsToday.com, our fantastic sponsor. We get sponsored, Mr. Gidley. That's how we do it. Hogan Gidley is here with us. You see him talking for the White House constantly and consistently. Sponsorship is good. I'm not going to lie.
Well, good.
You know, I
think that's probably a good pillar of all radio.
I was at that and a winning personality.
That's right. Charm, wit, all those things.
We're here about the USMCA, right? We're here to talk about trade, and I want to talk about trade with you. But I'm going to start where I've ended other conversations. Everything is under the inspector of impeachment. Right down the road, you've got another day of it today. Lieutenant Colonel Vindman, Tom Morrison, a whole host of things. How is that affecting the work that's being done by you and by the White House right now?
Two words, it's not. I would really venture to tell you that these type of partisan political power grabs and the way that Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats are attacking this president, it doesn't hurt Donald Trump, it hurts the American people. And I know we'll get to the real issues, but what they're not talking about are the things that they said they would work on and do for the American people, the people that put them in office. They were going to talk about infrastructure, fixing our crumbling infrastructure. They were going to talk about lowering prescription drug prices. They were also going to talk about the southern border and the need to fix our immigration policy and replace it with something sane and rational. They were going to talk about the USMCA, and instead they're not. All they're doing is focused on politics. And listen, the president has done nothing wrong. You can read the transcript. He took the unprecedented move of releasing 2 of them. But also, whether you're a Democrat, Republican, or independent, you understand this country and fairness and the right to due process that the Constitution affords our citizens. They're not giving that to us at all. They're doing all this behind closed doors. They finally put it on television, but they won't let us put up witnesses. They won't let us cross-examine folks. If you got a parking ticket, you get more due process than this. But lastly, they're not talking about the issues that actually impact people's lives, that they need fixed, they need addressed. And that's what I think is the most egregious part of this. The president's going to get up every morning and work for the people because that's what he does and that's what he wants to do.
Talking to Hogan Gidley live at the White House. The whole idea of not getting the due process, we always remind people this is a political process, not a legal one, but there is the court of public opinion, and what they see are things behind closed doors, and what they see are only half of a story, or Republicans not being allowed to ask all of the questions. There is a madness of rumor out there, people wanting, like it was Speaker Pelosi who said, well, if the president would like to come before the committee and testify, he's more than welcome. There's nobody actually considering that, is there? Please tell me no. Please. Look, I'm begging.
As the president likes to say, we'll see what happens. But Nancy Pelosi likes to say a lot of things. I mean, just the other day, she said that she didn't know if she was ready for impeachment. She didn't know if she was going to vote. She didn't know if she was fact-finding. But then she said, he's done a lot worse things than Richard Nixon. Well, which is it? And nobody in the media says, hey, well, hold on. Those are contradictory statements. How can you say both of those things? It's like she has lost control of the caucus, but she still has control of the media. They do whatever she wants them to do. And while this president, sadly and unfairly, but realistically gets 93% negative news coverage, the Democrats continue to dominate, the universities, Hollywood, and the media. Those are the things that influence culture, and they use that as as a baseball bat to try and hit people in the head and move them into their position. But I think this has gone a step too far. So far that now they're going back to Russia. Now they're switching their story and trying to go back to collusion. So it's pretty obvious they don't have anything here. It's pretty obvious the president's working for the American people and benefiting African Americans, Asian Americans, Hispanic American, unemployment at record lows, women employed at record numbers. I mean, this is what this administration's been all about from day one.
So much of what we're here for is about the USMCA, the U.S.-Mexico-Canada trade agreement. Secretary Ross was with us. Congressman Jim Banks was with us, all saying that they're not sure that Speaker Pelosi will bring this to a vote because of the politics, because it will look good for President Trump. What is the result that you're telling people that Americans will get from the USMCA, and what is the response to this idea that Speaker Pelosi will not bring it to the floor for a vote?
Look, I hope that's not the case. We've been pretty optimistic about this because it is so universally, as a piece of legislation, legislation, universally loved, and it would just cause an influx of anywhere from 250 to 500,000 jobs, some estimates for farmers and ranchers and manufacturers, business, industry. I mean, it is a very significant trade deal, and the president ran on and won on making such deals because the American people, the American industries, the workers have been taking in the teeth for a long time from these foreign countries. He said, we're not going to be the world's piggy bank anymore. We need better deals. We need fairer constructs, and he's done that in this particular deal. And for whatever reason, well, we know why. It's politics, and it's what I said from the outset that Sarah Sanders, my friend and the former press secretary, always used to say that Democrats have to decide if they love this country more than they hate this president. And right now, it's pretty clear they hate the president more. And so they're going to continue to go down this road of impeachment and playing politics. Right. But as I said at the outset, it doesn't hurt him. It hurts the people. The people are the ones who deserve a government that works for them.
That's Hogan Gidley right there. I appreciate you taking the time. It was good to have a chance we've spoken on the phone. It was good to have a chance to see you in person. I like the monogram. You got the name right there, the JHG on the shirt.
It's a sponsor.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding.
Well,
just see.
It'd be like NASCAR. You have patches everywhere. Besides, IndyCar is way better. IndyCar, us Indianapolis people.
Indianapolis,
we have rules. A pleasure, sir.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Thanks so
Most
much.
definitely.